Okay, um, this video is gonna just do an overview of the PetroDrill website, just to introduce how the website is constructed and a couple of points around the website. Now it's expected that you have the login details and you logged into the back end of the website, which is here. Once you're logged in, you're going to be looking at the control panel. I just want to do an overview of the site to give you an idea of what the site is made up of, so that you will be able to further update the site when necessary. Various components make up of this site. Here we have the logo. This is the top area. These are the menu, the search bar. This is a slider, like a slider. This is a content here, a little content here. It has a title about us. There's also a content our mission. These are contents. This is titled featured. This is titled our client. These are all sub menus at the bottom, each of them with their various titles. Now the reason why I'm highlighting their titles is because when you want to do the updates, when I'll show you a couple of places, I'll show you where to find them. You're going to be looking for these various components. Let me call them components or columns or boxes by their title. At the back end, essentially everything that's on this site is made up of menus, images, content, all put together and constructed to give you this display we're looking at. Now at the back end, you have users, menu, content, components, extensions. We're going to be looking at the important menus and items that relate to updating this website. I'm going to do a case scenario so that it will look a little bit practical. For the home page, which you are looking at here, 90% of the information that is displayed on this home page comes from extension the module manager, because generally a website homepage is a constellation of various contents that make up what the site does. The module manager here displays carries most of those content. What I mean is, this item you're looking at here, featured, our client, newsletter, resources, support, are all in the module manager. Now I'm going to take it from the top to the bottom and we'll identify what is in the module manager and what is not in the module manager. This top area, you will not find it in the module manager. You will not also find this area in the module manager, the menus, the search bar. But from the sliders or below, you find them in the module manager. Now when you open the module manager, which I did by saying extension module manager, you have to take note that it displays 20 items at a time. So this place is important. You have to come here and select all so that you can see everything in the module manager. Now I'm going to take a sample and I come to the home page. Let's say newsletter. I'm looking for newsletter. I want to change something here. I come to the module manager. Now I've taken a little time to, if I click on this, it will sort this column alphabetically, A to Z or Z to A. Right now it's A to Z. See the arrow from top to bottom. If I click on it now, which I've done, the arrow will change from bottom to top, which is in the reverse order. So I'll just take it back to where it's supposed to be, from alphabetical order from top to bottom. Now we are looking for newsletter. Newsletter should be N. You can see this is newsletter. in a module, when you open a module, for instance, this newsletter, they come in different variants. Now, this newsletter has position. The position means that it can be found in the bottom area. This position is important. We'll talk about this maybe much later, not immediately. Now, the idea is there. You can stay updated with our newsletter. We don't spam. See, this text you're seeing here was what was here. So if I needed to change it, I could put something, maybe put another 2 dots, and then I'll save, and it would be reflected in the home page. But we don't want to do that. I'm going to just close this. So we can also see about us. I'm just going to pick about us. See, that's the about us here. Let me pick another item here. Featured. This is featured here. See, this feature here is what you see here. You see the second image you see here. The idea is when you're updating this kind of site, you try to stay away from messing around with the settings too much. Rather, you concentrate on text. For instance, if I wanted to edit this site now, I will just focus on this text and this text rather than trying to mess around with this. You probably don't know what these are. Maybe they were used for something. There's a general view, but you know, text, this is a picture. You can remove this picture, change it to something else. We'll probably look at that much later. And then, say for instance, the institute here is wrong. I'm going to change it. And then you can save and close. I'll just save and close. So because I'm assuming I'm done working with that. Now inside the inner pages, let me just leave this page. I'll just mention that when you see displays that look like this, there's a name they are generally called. It's called accordion. And on this site, this accordion was used on the home page, which you find in the module we call home page accordion. There's an inner page accordion. For instance, in the about page, which I have open here, you see there's another accordion here. This one is called inner page accordion. Now for the inner page, which I've just got into about, it's made up of articles. The articles are always in the article is in this area about us. Then these are modules on the side. Every other part is either a module or a menu. This is a menu. This is the top logo. This is a banner. This is a sidebar where you have an inner page accordion. Then the clientele also is there. A module. So this place is a module, and here is a content or an article. Now, if for instance I wanted to change something in the about us page, in the back end I have to go to article manager, content, article manager. So in the about page, which we're trying to edit, if you come to the article manager, you can also notice the same thing here. You can view all the results. Content can be added to this page as well. You can bold, underline, just like Microsoft Word or any other document processor. And when you are done, you can save. Just going to close this. The same thing for looking at the Hydroscan page, services Hydroscan, and in that page also we have content. For instance, if I say Hydroscan now, if I look here, I will see Hydroscan somewhere. Usually it's always better to sort it alphabetically so you don't have to scroll too much. You know that once you do alphabetical order, you find it here, Hydroscan, which is here now. Once I open this article, every content that's displaying here, I'll be able to see it here and edit to whatever I want it to be. And if I needed to add a picture quickly, I'm just going to do that. For instance, I'm going to come to images here. In this box here, which will be loading soon, these are pictures that have been uploaded to the site. Or if I want to add a new picture, I'm going to upload, choose a file, the system is a little bit slow, but should be coming up anytime soon. Okay, if for instance I choose this, I'm going to open this file, and the file I selected, then upload. Say upload complete. Now the name of the file, cap.jpg. If I scroll down here, I'm going to see this is it here. I select it, this is the file. Now if I wanted the image to be on the left and the right of the screen, I can choose where I want it to be, left, right, center. That's where it sets how the image will be positioned. Let me position it on the center, and then you can still put descriptions, name. They're not really necessary. Then when you are done, you say insert. You can see this is the image. Notice that the image can be expanded and also it can be contracted. And I can also select this image, then I'll scroll up and align it center. And so the image is on the center. So that way I've been able to successfully add an image. Once I save, now this image goes with this. If I click enter, I can type more, you know. I can bold it as we have seen. I can create a list, bullet points, which I've started here, money, food, cars, and so on and so forth. It's just the standard word processing sample, and when I'm done, you save. I'll be closing this. Now I've talked about the module manager. That's where you see this side of the screen, what you see here, like our service. Now if you go to the module manager, you'll see a module called our service. So basically this is an overview of how this, including the content, the contact us. This is a module. You will see a module called pH address and another module called get location. And basically that's the overview. Okay, so that'll be all for now. In the other videos, we'll look at some other small salient points that we can note. Thank you.